Hello, hello, testing, testing. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Yep, there we go. Alright. We are live. Let me make sure my mic is picking up. Alright, we are loading up and we will be headed to Kota in just a few seconds. Man, I hope my settings aren't completely reset because then all my HUD is going to be huge and bold and it's going to be ugly. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 3 of I was about to call this a different league, of Fat Limits Racing. Welcome back for another weekend of Fat Limits Racing. After a wet showdown in Mexico last week, we are back for round 3, and this weekend we are virtually racing in the rolling hills of the Lone Star State. The beautiful Circuit of the Americas, better known as COTA, is located here in Austin, Texas, and we are in for a summer shootout in a season that's giving us plenty of thrills. The circuit is 3.4 miles long, and the drivers will have to go around 28 times for a total race distance of 96 virtual miles. It was designed with wide corners to encourage overtaking, and we hope to see plenty of that into the heavy braking zones. This track was drawn up to run with the contours of the land, and is heavily inspired by other F1 tracks, with features including a steep uphill climb at turn 1 that swoops down to an S section replicating Maggots and Beckett's at Silverstone, a 1 kilometer back straight, Hockenheim arena-like corners, and a replica of Istanbul's turn 8. The track features 2 DRS zones and a beautiful 230-foot observation tower. As always, our race format is one-shot quali, followed by a sprint, followed by... Man, I really do hope I can change this. Yeah, it's all wrong. This is so... Oh man, it's so messy. I have to change this. It's all wrong. Oh, this sucks so much. And Mad Attack takes forever to scroll through, probably. Mad Attack will take pole here at COTA over the one-shot quali. And Mad Attack. Pat Dog and Loaded Beast line up our top 3 for qualifying. It's gonna be very interesting to see. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little pissed because my settings are gone. That like, I'm really picky about my settings, so all my on-screen display, like everything got changed. So like, all the data is super huge and it's blocking, and it's my camera's gone. Like it's not the same cameras that I was using to race. So I have to like go back and like reset everything now, and so, yeah, just letting you guys know that that really pissed me off. Stupid Codemasters needs to fix their game. The game was fine last night. I woke up late. I did wake like I stayed up last night, and I woke up today before the race, and I thought the game would be ready to go, but I found out that like as soon as I turned it on, I found out that my data had been reset. My profile is still there, but like all the options are gone. Like I had to change my assists, turn them all back on again. It's weird, man. Codemaster needs to fix their game. Such an idiot to the pod. I'm gonna try to fix this in a bit. Meanwhile, Mad Attack, I'm sorry, Mad Attack fell down to 6th as Pat Dog takes the lead. Loaded Beast follows right behind, and Fat Lives in the Alpine right behind Loaded. Fat Lives now rocket cast Loaded. God, why is that thing so huge in the middle? That's the dumbest thing. This thing is so stupid, man. Literally the dumbest thing ever. Loaded and Fat now overtaking Pat Dog. Loaded and Fat are now battling into turn 17 and 18. The right-hander. And we have a yellow flag. Someone's gone off, and that is Wops. Wops and someone else, Tekashi. I think Dong and Tekashi and Prince Tomo, there must have been some contact with them. Yeah, Prince Tomo's coming in for a pit. Wops down P20. Not a very good day for the Red Bulls. And meanwhile, Loaded and Fat makes some contact before the S's, and now Loaded goes offline. There's Fat leading. Oh, we have Phil Mustard now in the Aston Martin on the loose track, and he's in between the Red Bulls now as well. But right now, Fat Lives is leading. Loaded is right behind him. No DRS. This lap. Oh, and we have Jamie Shelby. He was missing his front wing. Is he? No, but he's got some damage. Phil Mustard is DNF'd. We have another couple cars going real slow. Dream to Cream tiptoeing around. Jamie Shelby doesn't look like he has damage, but he did lose a lot of places. Dream to Cream now. Oh, they must have had an illegal overtake. I think Dream to Cream had to get back in front of Jamie. Meanwhile, back in the front, Loaded is being pursued by Mad Attack. Mad Attack, Ass Traps, and Pat Dog in the top 5, and we have the yellow flag. Someone else has lost it, and that looks like Prime, the other Mercedes car. Oh, and some of those cars back there are making contact. That's Mad Attack. He's trying to go for a lunge. Jamie Shelby seems to be getting in trouble with Winning. No, it looks like he's just ahead of this pack. There might have been some issues a little bit before. Yeah, Coda not being friendly to everyone. Some of these drivers are suffering a lot more here. Than in other tracks. Hot Lives though, looking to take home points for the sprint today. Maximum points for the sprint. He's got one more lap to do it. 20 turns Coda has. And Loaded Beast is about to push Bats through all 20. Loaded will get DRS. Loaded will cut into the P1. Mad Attack will get closed out. Bat Limits will now get closed out of the S's. They are side by side. Oh, Loaded taking a few jagged turns as they go up the hill. Mad Attack and Phil. Bat will take P2. Pat Dog and Ash Traps will get in front of Mad Attack and loses down couple of positions, and that is Ass Chaps who loses pace. This will now be Fat Lives who has dropped going uphill. That uphill turn, they just keep coming at you. And Fat Lives has now lost a considerable amount of time to Loaded. He's 2 seconds behind, and it doesn't look like he will be able to make that time up because Loaded is pretty. Oh! And we have Nichols! Oh! Nichols comes in and absolutely takes out that P3 runner. It will now be Loaded, Fat Lives, Zeech, and Matt. Matt comes into P4 now. Nichols plowed through the braking zone. And now Fat Lives, Loaded, will take P1. Fat Lives, P2, Zeech, P3. What a sprint. Jamie Shelby, P12. Fastest lap won't get a point. I don't think you get the fastest lap point anyway. Loaded, Fat, and Zeech. You can get all the data right now. for the stream. What a sprint. Here we have Loaded walking out to the podium. From the looks of it, it was well deserved. It looked clean. He overtook Fats going into the beginning of the last lap, turn 1. He had DRS on Fat, and he got him. So that was very, very, very well earned win for Loaded. If he was able to outsmart Fats going into the S's. Mad Attack and Fats, it looked like they were both going side by side into the S's, so Fat definitely had some reason to be nervous because Loaded did get the edge on him. These are the results. We'll scroll through them. Loaded, Fat Live, Zeech, Mad Attack, Classy, Morris, Big Moist, Nichols, Hold My Dung, Pat Dog, Shelby, Prying Oak, Woody Main, Wafts, Dream to Cream, John C, Tekashi, Prince Tomo, and Phil Mustard in P20 with the DNF. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your sprint. Hold on. We will be back in a few minutes with the feature race here at COTA. All right, the waiting has been done this season. Today we're here at Coda. You can see the garages there in the distance. Prying and Jamie Shelby in the Mercedes garage. Wafs and Prince Tomo in the Red Bull garage. Classy Maxi and Woody Main in the Ferrari. Zeech and Azchaps down in the McLaren. We have a few more seconds while the drivers get their setups and tire pressures and all their engineering done, ready to go onto the track and settle it out once and for all here in Austin, Texas. It looks to be overcast. Us spectators, we don't get to see the weather, the drivers do, so it is anyone's guess to see to know if we might have rain later on. Is this formation or is this racing? This is racing. Alright, Prying Oak seems to have spun. Classy Maxi seems to have spun. Lost 8 positions. Moist lost 11 positions. We'll focus on them right now. Let's let it play out for a bit. There's a couple of big position switches here. One of the winners, obviously, Jamie Shelby, up from P12 to P6. Oh, he gets squirrely, and he gets in front of Zeech. While the front three, Fat Lives, chasing down Mad Attack and Loaded as they go into turn 12. This one's 13, followed by 14. Pushing into 17. Loaded in the Haas seems to be in great form. Loaded leading Mad Attack, who's leading Fat. And they are 2.4 seconds in front of Zeech, who is leading Nichols, who is leading Alex Morris. Oh, Jamie gets right up behind Alex. Pad Dog right behind both of them in the Alpha. Woody Main in the Ferrari right behind them. Azchaps goes inside on Woody, can't make it stick. Woody Main will keep P9. Meanwhile, the Red Bulls, Prince Tomo and Wafs, P12 and 11, they have made up 4 and 7 places respectively. Prince Tomo, the better, coming off the better of the two, making up more positions. They're in the middle of the pack now. Again, it's better than where they started, so let's hope they can make up more positions as the race goes on. John C. down in P13, followed by Classy Maxi, being followed by Tekashi, who leads Big Moist, who leads Dream the Cream, who leads Prying Oak, who leads Phil Mustard, who leads Hold My Dung, who are both trailing behind. Phil Mustard and Hold My Dung, 79 seconds behind the last car runners. Meanwhile, Loaded Beast is now leading Mad Attack, who is leading Fats. Mad Attack might have a little bit more pace than Fats here. Fats will spin going into turn 17 and 18. Fats now might have some damage on that front right wing. Not what you want to do. You don't want to spin at Coda. You don't want to get damaged. You don't want to get your wing damage. Doesn't look like he is going to be pitting, but he is going to be getting swarmed now by the Mercedes as Jamie Shelby smells blood in the water. Fats takes a spin, a small little drift rather, not much of a spin, but it is a drift, and that might have weakened Fats' tires. Fat will be nervous now going into that right-hander next lap. Going into any right-hander, really, you don't want any degradation on those tires, because the way this game works is that you will have to tiptoe through those right-handers, or else you will end up drifting again. These tires are very sensitive, and as you push further into the stints, these tires degrade faster than F21 tires did. Last year's regulations gave us a lot of different rubber. And what do we have here? We have Dream to Cream and Prime. Both back 7 seconds behind the pack now. Something's happened. We'll switch to them. Yeah, it seems they had contact. We now have Prime, Dream to Cream, and Phil Mustard following closely in the back. And what do we have? John C. going up past Prince Tomo. So Prince Tomo and Wasps doesn't look like they have damage, but they definitely have a similar pace to John C. and Asschaps. Oh! And here it comes Prince Tomo. Prince Tomo will attempt down the inside. He does. He goes around the outside now. He turns 17, 18. And he will end up ahead going into 19. And he will end up ahead going to 20. Prince Tomo gets that place back on John C. They'll have DRS. He'll have DRS off the train. That Woody Main is leading. Woody Main does not have DRS. And Morris and Chaps are following him. This is this is an absolute bonfire. Everyone's, that train is trying to overtake each other. Woody Main shooting through the S's. Hold My Dun will take a pit now. He's already behind. This pit will throw him even further behind, but hopefully we'll give him fresher tires to set some pace on. Fat Dog making gains on Jamie Shelby. You can see the sparks flying from that Mercedes as it bottoms out. One rule of thumb that I've noticed is if your ride height is 3-4 and higher, you don't get sparks down the straight. If your ride height is 2-3 and lower, you get sparks down the straight. So that sort of is an indicator of who's running what floors. We'll see some sparks down the straight, and we'll see some sparks going into corners wherever the load is, depending on these driver setups. So keep your eye out for sparks, as they do tell you who is running what. And we have Alex Morris, it seems, lost some positions, now being tailed very closely by Tekashi, who gets very close. We have another yellow flag, and that is Drink the Cream, who loses it at 18, right in between, and he is recovering. He's on the hards. While the hards might be necessary for today's race, running them on a high fuel load might not be the best idea, and we are barely in lap 5, and Dream the Cream is having a very tough time keeping those hards afloat. Alright, going back to our race leaders, Mad Attack now has taken over P1 for Loaded, and Loaded has not been able he has not been able to leave Loaded behind. Loaded has been able to follow closely, 5/10 back right now. Zeech into P3, that's where he started. He's been able to hold it, and as we say that, Nichols is able to steal that P3. Nichols is on me. Oh, but Zeech goes in on the next series of turns, and he does. He gets it back. Nichols gets startled. Shelby! Oh, Shelby gets spun! Nichols and Shelby have contact. Zeech will keep P3. Nichols will have P4. Shelby will have P5 where he was originally, but now Fat Lies is breathing down his neck, and he will have DRS on him. And Fat will look to make that pass now on Jamie. Going into lap 6. Jamie Shelby. Oh, he does. He gets in. Him and Pat Dog both get the overtake done on Fats. Fat Lies. Tiptoeing through the S's. Woody May now Really tight on him. Prince will go up into P7. If anything, this year's regulations have given us tighter, more close racing. And the battle for P3. Or is that no? Oh! Fats! Gives Prince Tomo a little bump. Yep, it's the battle for P5 here. We have 5 cars going for it. As they're all trying to follow Jamie Shelby there. Who's in P5? Jamie Shelby getting pressured. That dog, P6 on hot pursuit. Chasing Jamie Shelby down. Pat Dog's on the hards. Chasing down Jamie, who's on the mediums, but those mediums are fading. Remember, these tires are everything. Degradation is everything in this game. If you recall, Jamie Shelby had a spin earlier, meaning that his tires are very much going to degrade a bit faster than the rest of the pack. And that is Pat Dog, who makes an outside attempt into P5 and makes it stick. Pat Dog running a brilliant race. Ahead of Prince Tomo. Let's come back to Mad Attack, the race leaders. Oh, and we have Phil Mustard losing it, causing a double yellow, but that's been cleared up. Green, full green again. So we have Loaded and Mad Attack. We've been watching position change for a while now. Let's look at tires, because tires will start to become a little bit more relevant now as we see Jamie Shelby into the pits and come out on a set of hards right behind Alex Morris, or right in front of Alex Morris, I should say. Well, Alex Morris might get the pass since he is on warmer tires. Jamie is the first of everyone else to pit. We had Morris pit and we had Young pit. Now we have another yellow flag, and this seems to be Loaded, who was running strong in P2, gives it up to Zeech, and it looks now like he's going to give up P4 to Nichols. I'm sorry, P3 to Nichols. Nichols is running in P4. So, like I was about to say, the tires are now going to start playing more of a factor as that degradation comes in. For example, John C. is on 8 lap softs. I can't see him going more than 2 more laps on those softs. Meanwhile, the medium runners, I think their plan was to go up to maybe lap 14 or 15 and then pit for hards. If they are going for the 1-stop, maybe they might be going for the 2-stopper, in which case they'll go for softs and then for softs again. John C., for example, will look at him. Might be on a good strategy if he pits for mediums. He is running a 2-stopper. He will be stopping for softs again. Uh, your guys that start on the hards, they're gonna run maybe 18 laps on the hards, then seek to go maybe not that many, maybe 15, 13, 16, and then once they have clear air, once the mid runners get out the way and they have daylight, they are gonna want to stop for mediums. You have another yellow flag. This is Prying. Prying and Wafts. Wafts loses it too. Well, one thing that I wanted to say for sure is that Coda is not an easy track to race. Like we said earlier, the Hockenheim Arena Rings, the Istanbul replica, these turns are demanding, more demanding, and this isn't a flowing track. This is almost a little bit more brutal than Russia. Russia's has a bit of a more flow to it than Coda has. Coda demands, that you take degradation out of your tires because you have to be on it. Oh, and Wafts, very choppy, not elegant at all through that last sector. He might be in trouble. Matatat, meanwhile, has run a really great race. He was behind Loaded, then was able to overtake him. And Loaded made a mistake. Matt still has not made that mistake, and because of that, Matt is now the benchmark for P1. Has yet to pit, running 9-lap mediums. Zeech and Matt might now be the two drivers to watch out. Zeech obviously on hards had a lot more traffic to deal with. Once Zeech is on mediums, he might be able to get the jump on Matt. But Matt also has clean air, and Matt will have clean air for the whole race. So if he plays it right, Zeech will have to do all the work to make it up to Matt. So again, it's not really has advantage here with 5 seconds on Zeech. It's going to be interesting to see how they go for the rest of this race. We are about a third down, 11 out of 28 laps. Plenty of action to go. Nichols, our second of the front runners, who's now pitting. Will pit for hards more than likely. So everyone else is on 10-lap tires. So like I was saying, my next bet would be for John to pit. Just because it's the softs, I'm not trying to bully him. I love John. John's a great racer. He's fast, rarely has moments. Not the fastest, but also very consistent. John has great races often, or good races often, I would say. He doesn't get as many podiums as he'd like, but he does have consistent races because, again, he's a great driver. He has great laps around most tracks, and that's what gives him nice, good standing here at Fat Limits. Fat Lives and Moist, both Alpines surrounding John. Classy, followed by Takashi. Takashi's doing well for his, I think today was his debut Tier 1 race. He, I think, had several substitutions. Oh, and that's Fat Lives. Who DNFs? I will have a safety car. Out of all the drama, out of all the excitement, Fat Line, the Alpine. DNF, what was going on? Was he going into the pit lane? Something happened. Somebody was going into the pits. Something happened. We missed the pit window. Not what you want to see. Now Dream McQueen gets a drive-through and a severe 5-second penalty for severe collision with Dung. Ouch! Again, not what you want to see. Some mid-race drama from Tier 1. We'll have to wait for the incident discussion to make sense out of that one. What happened? But now here we are in safety car conditions. Matt will come in for his pit. Will he get overtaken into the pits by Loaded Beast? Everyone else ahead of Loaded will be pitting. Loaded will get the jump. Because of the safety car, a few of these drivers will now lose positions. Matt is able to come out. Loaded gets the jump on Pat Dog. Nichols gets ahead of Pat Dog as well. John C. get the jump. He will on Big Boss and Classy. If there's any consolation, it's that at least they will be able to warm up their tires during the safety car period. So they won't necessarily have to warm their tires up in race conditions under a green flag. But surely this safety car has thrown a wrench into the race order again, because Mad Attack, his lead has now been cut down. Him and Zinch were ahead of the pack by seconds. I forget exactly how many seconds, but that's been cut down now. And Zeus will only begin just behind Mad Attack on brand new tires, and this would be completely unfortunate for Mad Attack. Pat Dog will be starting on softs, who, judging by the race distance left, will have to stop again. And again, if there's another safety car, that might just be a convenient strategy to have softs to go on, because we'll be faster this stint, we'll be faster next stint. But right now, the surprise is Zeech, whose pit strategy seems to be favoring him to take control of the race. A lot of these drivers opted to start on mids, which is why they are now on hards. And we will see race strategy come to play as these drivers go around for safety car. Hello there, Fats. Hey bud, yeah, sorry RP. So you hit the wall going into the pits. Oh man, the right. Yeah, the right-hand wall, right? The right-hand side? Yep, oh man. Yeah. That's hilarious because I did that in Grand Prix mode last night, and I was able to rewind to redo it, but that exact same thing happened. I went in really hot and I hit the right side. Oh man. Yeah, I was... It's not letting you check the box? That is weird. Here, let me see if there's any options for me. Party audio on. Okay, check if it gives you the option now. Okay, good. Yeah, so before I would go to the Twitch app to like the actual app to stream, but ever since I got the new Xbox, there's a tab now. You don't have to like open up the app. Okay. There's a tab in the settings that you can stream from.
Nice.
And it has a whole bunch of options there. So last week I forgot to hit the microphone option there, which is why my audio didn't get
Safety car in.
Yep.
See if those fucking,
like
see if Zeech's mediums last 15 laps.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. He's gonna have an advantage coming out of the safety car on.
Yeah, he did
Matt,
not want to.
who's
He
on
did not.
hards.
Oh, Matt just got a 5 seconds for going too fast. All right. Pat Dog going real bold on the softs.
Yeah, he's going for another pit stop. Pat Dog's gonna get lucky if there's another safety car.
That's what he's hoping. He's hoping to chew up these top 4 and then another safety car. Here we go. Start. Oh, Jamie almost goes around. He saves it though. Steech immediately into turn 1, pressing Matt.
Yeah, he has to. He has to get ahead of him as soon as possible.
Battle for P4. Pat Dog makes quick work of Nichols. On those softs. He's coming for the leaders in a hurry.
Those mediums will last, but they're going to be like at 50%, 60% by racing. They're going to be just going out
He's
by
going to be
racing.
hurting. He needs to get out from these guys if there's no safety car. Going for it inside. Matt tries for the switchback. Not going to work.
Matt, I can't help but to think if Pat Dog plays his cards right, he might just steal a lot of points today. I don't know if he'll win.
Oh,
but if he can like take
back of Matt.
Oh!
Pat in the back of
He taps and gives him a little love bump. I think love tap is what I would say. Not love bump, love tap.
Big battle in the middle of Pat, Classy, and Jamie going at it.
Oh, Shelby loses. No, he goes around him.
Pat Dog looking inside a loaded, not gonna happen. Pat Dog might be getting frustrated here. Oh, we got one around. It's Takashi.
That's Takashi.
Oh. The inaugural 2-1 race, not going good for Takashi.
He was doing great up until this little Oh, Fats, I was gonna ask you.
Bill retires.
Oh, you love your safety
on the
car?
front stretch. That's another safety car.
It will be.
Yep. Full safety car. That's just what Pat Dog wanted to see.
Yep,
Pat says bring all the safety cars.
What did Pat Dog start on?
Hards.
Yeah, Pat will go on to mediums now.
Not right now. No, he's gonna stay out.
Because it's track position.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not now then, but
because now he's gonna be closer to getting Zeech now at this next restart. Because Zeech was about to pull off, so safety car was clutch for everyone else.
I wonder what happens with Phil. He lost it on the straight.
Yeah, I think he just too much gas out of the final corner right into the wall.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna ask you, Fats, what happened when you had a little Tokyo drift in that right-hander
on the sprint race?
I think during I'm not sure now. Was it the sprint race?
I don't know.
It was the right-hander, and you had a little Tokyo. You drifted into the wall.
I was loose. I was loose. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I kept it off the wall.
You saved it. Yeah.
I kept it off the wall.
It was way. Yep. You were able to save it. It could have been a lot worse, but you got really loose there.
Ended up DNFing. I mean, this didn't matter, but.
So it was a sprint.
No, that was in the future.
Yeah, it was
like lap 3.
Yeah, it was early.
Yeah, I was trying to keep up with Matt and loaded and no dice. Oh, Pat did pit.
Pat Dog.
That's going to the mediums now. Yep. Bold move from Pat Dog.
Yeah, you have to go now. It's time-wise. That's what I was thinking about. So you can't waste time. You can't waste the pit. The 20-second pit time later. You have to get rid of it now. Will he lose position?
No.
Nichols
stays ahead of Nichols. Nichols goes on old mediums.
Yeah, that's a blunder.
Nichols comes out on 10-lap old mediums. He probably didn't know that you can only use. You only have one set. Yeah, he probably didn't know that.
One set of hards.
He went to the mediums, went to the hards, then tried going back to the mediums, but didn't realize he only brings one set. Oof.
I do think that's unfair. We should have 2 sets of mediums and 2 sets of hards. I don't
Yeah.
like that it's just 1 set. Because the worst thing is you're out on your set of mediums, you know, and then you get hit, and now you have to pit, and that completely ruins your strategy. You don't have another set to rely on for a long stick.
Yeah, I think they give you a second set if you do a 100% race.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah.
I haven't done it, but I would imagine that's like they give you more tires for that. But yeah, I that's another big thing I really don't like is that last season we did have two sets of each tire,
Mm-hmm.
and this season we don't, which I don't like. I don't like that at all. I get it, you know, because it is interesting strategy-wise, but I just don't like it. We should have more options. It's gonna be interesting now because Zeech is on 4-lap mediums.
Well, Zeech is gone now. He's gonna pull right away.
Yep, Matt is on 4-lap hards, and I can't discount the top 3 because those top 3 have been grinding all race, man. Matt, Zeech, and Logan.
I don't know what happened with Matt's 5-second. Bullshit. If he's gonna removed or what?
Yeah, so we'll probably have to wait for him to submit it to see if it is something that can get removed. If it's a legit 5-second, then he earned it. He's not getting rid of that.
And that's tough.
Yep, but it's discipline. You can't, you know, if you want to win races,
Gotta watch that
you can't
delta.
you can't get penalties.
We're gonna go around again, which is saving grace for Nichols because I'm assuming he's gonna come in. Yes, he does. He does not want those 10-lap-old mediums. But
That's what I was thinking about in terms of like the
should
actual
go on the
F1
softs
season.
now. Fuck it. 10 laps.
Who? Nichols?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope,
He's gonna be in the back too.
6-lap-old hards. This is not having fun.
No. He's gonna have to pit again.
No, that's about what everybody else is on.
No, but like if that was intentional, he might pit again for softs. That's what I'm saying. Like if he's not happy with that.
Should have just pit now. Well, the safety car's gonna come in this lap, so.
Yeah, he's gonna get. He's last. That's what I'm saying. He's last anyway. So I don't know. Is it worth being last on hards or last on softs?
Well, you're already last, so you might as well wait for to see if there's another safety car to switch to softs.
Oh, yeah, I'm hoping to gain time. Oh, so what I was saying though is like, there's levels of competition. Like in the real life season, we're seeing Ferrari just not being able to bring the fight to Red Bull because
Zeech almost hit the safety car.
he's getting too close to it.
Yeah.
Why is he doing that? He's like riding the safety car. He gets bored, so he has to play the fire. Or he's just riding the edge lording. Yep, safety car in this lap. A few more turns to go. Here's Zeech now, controlling the pack. As they push through turns 15, 16, 17, until the multi-apex right-hander. Safety car gets ahead. And hopefully we don't have too much trauma on this restart.
Well, it's
But
not like
some
Zeech
of
has to
these-
back up the pack. He's on the better tires, so he shouldn't have to play any games.
No, but other drivers will be seeking to make positions. We already have
Here
Pat
goes
Dog. There's
Zeech.
a yellow flag.
Good,
Classy Maxi has spun out.
Classy dumps it under safety car. Baruto for the Raris.
They should change the Ferrari name to that, to apostrophe Rari on the actual sheets. The Raris.
Well, here we go.
Oh, we have a yellow flag.
Who dat?
That
Dung.
is Dung.
Dung goes around.
Yeah, we have green flags now. We're back on track. And,
Matt so far staying with Zeech.
yep. I think yeah, we might start to see a gap. It's not gonna be all of a sudden. It's gonna be incremental.
Another
You
yellow.
can-
Oh,
oh.
that's Dunner again.
Yeah, he's probably got slippery tires. Yep, Matt's doing his best to stay within half a second.
Oh,
And Loaded
looking
also
on the outside
do-
of Pat Dog.
Yep, Loaded also within half a second of Matt. Within that 5, 6 tenths range. When we get bigger, Prince Tom was already a second behind the top three. That was expected, like I said. These top three have a different pace. They're just gonna leave the pack behind. Unless Tomo can do anything about it, and he won't. We have a yellow flag.
Alex
That
Morris with
is
the DNF. Is that going to be another safety car?
Wops gets a
Virtual.
5. It is. No, VSC? Okay. Yeah, I'm not getting the safety car notifications. I don't know why. When I'm a spectator, it's not telling me VSC or safety car. It's just
Green coming
giving
in
me
at
the
the
yellow flag.
virtual. Angry as well.
And so's Haas. Wops with the 5-second penalty after contact with Alex Morris. Hopefully Wops doesn't get a penalty on top of that, because that he might see some either a penalty or grid drop for his next race.
Who's going to get caught out at the end of the safety car with a fresh drive-through? There's always one.
VSC is usually a lap long, so they have to get about to the lap to
Oh, there it goes.
the
It's
penultimate
over.
turn.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
shit.
Loaded with a perfect fucking BSC.
Yup, he dunked it.
Into the BSC.
He's got George Russell.
Now.
He got George Russell.
Loaded, I couldn't have. Oh, but he's got the inside and the better tires. Oh, Loaded can't fight him off. Each back to P1. Oh!
Oh, he can. Oh! He
Goes for a
sends
bold move
Loaded to
inside.
Brazil. Loaded hits the wall.
Loaded keeps it off the wall though. But there goes his podium.
It looked like he straight up got sent into it.
No, that was Loaded for trying something that wasn't there.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like Loaded stuck it on the inside. It didn't look like. It didn't.
Yeah,
like,
there was no room for
he
that
didn't have no
move.
space. Yep.
And Matt hang with Zeech. Through the S's. Does not look like it. Zeech is going to get that 1 second before the DRS zone probably looks like. Oh, maybe not. Matt pulling it back. 0.8. Ooh, Zeech does not get rid of him. Matt will have DRS, barely.
So will Prince Tomo and Chaps. Those
Almost
top
to
four are
P3.
going to be
Chaps to P4. Oh, got a lot.
going to get dragged along. That's Shelby. Yep, Shelby and Dung get involved in something.
They're still side by side.
Yep.
Shelby on the softs though, easily. John seeing Woody going after it. Pushes Woody wide.
And we have a yellow
Elbows
flag.
are out.
That is
Elbows are out
Wops.
here.
Wops at turn 11.
Oh, loaded into the back of that dog. That saves it from spinning. Moyes just trying to stay out of the bullshit.
Yeah, this track is giving us great racing. Dude. These guys are just going at it. They have been going at it all race long. DRS train again.
That dog and Moyes gonna go side by side into turn 1.
Nichols gonna go inside on Takashi, get P11 from him.
That dog gets it done. Woody all over John. Zeech has pulled out on Matt back.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, Woody with
That's
a nice ass section. Oh! Oh my God, Pat Dog with a big move. Goes for a double.
Oh! Big
It's
touch.
tight in there. They make contact. Pat keeps it. Good move from Pat Dog in the S's. Double.
medium. That strategy, that's like I was saying, he went from softs to mediums and he's up to P5
He
now.
has the
paying off
freshest
just like he
mediums on
wanted.
track. It's working out for
Yep.
that.
Just what he wanted. That strategy, it's paying off so much right now. And he's not going to get challenged for any of that. Will he gain on ass chaps?
Oh,
Sure.
John coming back at him.
Yep, John taking the inside lining.
Back loaded and Woody into it. They're banging all over right now in this midfield.
Yeah, that
Woody
race
gets a quarter cut penalty.
McLaren's in P3 and P4 right now.
Steech in P4, something happened. He's jumped in from P1. Oh, Pat Dog saves it.
This race is crazy. We have
Loaded
six.
with the move. Oh my God, what is going on right now? They're 3 wide. Backs out.
Yeah, this race is insane. Big Moist is getting in there. Big Moist trying to take some.
Ridiculousness going on right now. Loaded on the inside. Woody, he's going to concede to the S's here. Loaded
Woody
backs
takes
out.
that spot. Hand off down to P8. Lost his places.
Yeah. Safety car, absolutely. This is not over.
Oh! And that's Crying Oak! Crying Oak gets spun! That's gonna be a 5-second for Big Moist for spinning around Crying Oak.
He gets it in game too. Glassy dumps it. Then we got a safety car, boys. The drama is not over. Oh. Gotta catch my breath after that.
Yeah. And
Midfield providing us with the best action of the year so far.
And the biggest thing to happen now is that that midfield fight is gonna become the whole race fight because the whole entire grid is now gonna get smushed.
With those precious needs, he's gonna stay out. Oh, Mad Attack with a 3-second penalty into the pits. Oh my goodness.
What is going on?
It's all falling apart for Mad Attack. Almost stays out on the hard. Chaps does the same. Zeech does the same.
If they can get enough cars,
Pat Dog does the same.
Yep, if they can keep those
Top
six cars.
Top 6. Everybody else is going to be on softs.
New softs, right. Man, it's going to be, what, 24, 25?
It's going to be lap 26 when the safety car comes in. 3 laps.
So 3 laps.
3 lap shootout.
Woo! Is that enough to gain six positions?
I don't know. Depends on how much
Jamie?
Tomo and Chaps battle here.
Yeah, so Jamie will be the first car on softs, but he's on 4 lap softs.
Loaded's got a 3-second time penalty in P5. That's going to stay because you got that for corner cutting.
Yeah,
Matt's,
so that's
Matt's
his race
5
anyway.
seconds is going to get wiped probably, but he just got a 3 seconds entering the pit lane. I don't see how that can get taken away, so he's out of it.
Well, podium at least. He's out of podium. He's not going to...
Well, with everybody
yeah,
bunched up, 3 seconds is going to send you all the way to last.
Well, again, unless something crazy happens.
Right.
He can still push through and get time on other people, but again, it's going to be... Like, if those softs give him an edge, those 3 laps might give him time, but it's going to be close. It's going to be really close. Oh, man, it's going to be interesting. I can't see Prince Tomo and Ash Chaps keeping the lead. I wish, like, you know, like, I wish the bias in me wishes Tomo could keep it, but I don't, because I want to see Red Bull win, but I don't think with those hards, I just don't see him staying up there. It's good, like, especially with Zeech and John and, like, oh man, I don't know. If he has the perfect start, maybe. Crying Out just leaves. He is in a Mercedes with softs on, so hopefully he can rejoin the race.
Did he get kicked?
No, just a left session. Well, maybe kicked. So hopefully he can come back. He's in P11 though, so he's also not towards the front of the pack. But
Whoa, classy. Safety car is going to come in after this lap. Maybe 26 to go.
Three safety cars, you know, plenty of drama. It wasn't a clear, straightforward race today, so you had to be on edge. You had to be ready to make a split-second decision. And I do think that whoever wins it today, it will be well earned because everyone has gone at it. There was no way to keep your position unless you were fighting for it. Everyone fought for the position here.
It's been a spicy race.
Woffs won't be happy. He's at the back of the pack right now. He's also way off, so he's probably AI too. I don't even know if that's him. We have a Red Bull leading. We have a Red Bull at the back. 3 laps to go. Have we gotten the notification yet of the safety car coming in?
I have not.
It should, but
Might be going around for one more.
yeah, to make it official, we should be getting that banner.
Be a 2-lap shootout.
That would make it better. That's probably what Tomo was praying for, and that's probably what Wops is staying out for. Extend the safety car period.
Yeah, safety car's not coming in.
It is gonna go down. Yeah, it's going in again. Yeah, it should have popped up by now. So we're gonna get 2 full laps of racing, 27, 28. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is exactly what Tomo wanted. And Jung and Cream will both pit now. And Pat Dog will get a 5-second penalty
Oh,
for colliding with
and
Jamie
he spins
Shelby.
Jamie.
And he spun Jamie, so that's Jamie now at P16. Oh, Pat Dog. That will be a penalty coming Pat Dog's way. Oh,
Jamie's
Jamie
still
Shelby.
sitting on the straight.
He is furious. Absolute. Yeah, just knowing Shelby, there's all kinds of UK cuss words going through his mind right now. Just the worst. He is mad. Very mad. Absolutely livid. What do you do there? What is that, like a severe penalty for Pat Dog for making Shelby lose out on his race? Or is there some kind of credit that can be done for Shelby? Man, that sucks, getting spun out. Oh man, I can just imagine that is the worst.
Oh, we're gonna have 2 laps of hot racing.
And we're gonna get a very hot incident discussion thread as well. People are gonna be mad today. There we go, safety car in this lap. It is official. Gas Martin car will come in. McLaren looking to take double podium today. Who would have thought? Look at us now. Look at us now. Who would have thought? John C., who had a very brutal race, running strong in P4. Again, like, not podium for him, but P4 is a great position, especially when you take into account that he was running in P12 and P11 for a majority of the beginning of the race. John C., again, a lot of these drivers, just well-earned positions. It's going to be it's crazy to see what these next 2 laps give us. Hopefully it gives us not too much drama, but just enough to make us scream a little bit more. And we're off. Prince Tomo gets the green flag. He's 5/10 ahead of Chaps.
Tomo with a great start. No team orders at McLaren. Zeech is going for it immediately.
More than likely what you want to see, since he's on those mediums and Chaps is on those hards, you don't really want to see, the guy on hards hold up the other guy up. They go through the S's. This might be Tomo's race to win if he can keep Zeech at bay, but Zeech is hungry. Zeech getting ever closer with every turn.
Zeech's tires got to be crying right now, though. 14 laps.
Yep, there won't be any DRS.
Zeech with a late break on Tomo. Tomo gives him the space.
Yep, I think he'll get it because Tomo's tires are also, it's not that they're worn, but they're hard, so they're not the fastest. You have faded mediums and not so faded hards, so you're going to get an even match going all around. Oh, and we have Mad Attack diving in on John C, stealing that P4.
Loaded.
Mad Attack does have penalties which will affect his finishing position. Pat Dog also with penalties in front of John C. John C gets pushed back down to P6, but is
frying around. That's his AI though.
Yep, it is prying. It's just prying so far. Everyone else is good to go. As they go into the last lap of the race, Zeech leads in the McLaren, leading Tomo, who leads Chaps, who leads Mad Attack, who leads Paddock, who leads Loaded. John C gets pushed down into P8. Jamie Shelby DNFs.
John C spinning.
Just what you didn't want to see. He was up
Matt
in the P4.
Up to P3. Oh, but he goes wide.
Oh, Matt's in the grass.
Oh, Matt's gone.
Oh, Matt spins.
Oh, and he takes Pat Dog with him.
Woody Main goes up to 5th. Woody Main will have P4 if he stays on the tail of Loaded. Classy will have P6. What a race. Mad Attack DNFs. He's out. Zeech running strong in P1. Tomo right behind P2. Ashab's P3. What a race. 13 cars remain. Two corners left. Zeech has one more. Zeech will take the checkered flag here at Austin. That is the Coda GP for Zeech. Tomo takes P2. Chaps will take P3. Double podium for McLaren. Woody Main P4. Nichols P5. Maxi P6. Loaded will take P7. Moist P8 for Alpine. Dream Cream P9. Dung will finish in P10. Crying Oak will finish P11. P12 will go to Wops. And John C, RIP, will take P13. Such high hopes for him. He was up in P4 right during the restart, but Wops will end up last. Thanks to those penalties. He will let John C go through. What a race, Bats. What a race. Woo! Non-stop action. We had a lot of drama, a lot of incidents. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of incidents submitted. It's going to be difficult to sort out. But I think that those top three will remain. I think the top three is legit. Points will be decided for the midfield, but for the top three, you have Zeech, Tomo, and Chaps. McLaren taking, winning the Constructors' Trophy for the race. Takes most Constructors' points for the race today. That's why you see the McLaren representative on the podium there with the drivers. In a race with lots of drama, you have Zeech taking P1 here at Austin. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Zeech Tomo Ass Chaps. You're race leaders. Let's go through the standings for the stream to make sure that this is being recorded. The last few drivers DNF. Let's go back up a bit.
Alright, I gotta fire up the tier 2 lobby.
Hey, how much time do we have, man?
11 minutes.
Oh shit. Is there any way you can push it back by 5? Because I have to redo my cameras. Or no. It's fine if not, I'll just get my
Yeah, we
camera
can wait
set.
5 minutes.
Okay, because yeah, because like I said, my data got not like my profile, but all my settings did. So I'm just gonna redo my cameras and the on-screen display, and then I'll be ready to go.
Alright.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go do that right now. I'm gonna go hurry because I gotta go do this shit. All right, bro.